So there was a question on why in Corpus you have this something here. In this case, it's a noun with an asterisk. Okay, so in Corpus, whenever you have a prepositional phrase, in this case, as you can see on the screen, be idni and fiha, so it will link back to either a verb usually or a noun. Okay, in this case the first pp, it links back to tanazzalu, which is the verb. Okay, so the angels descend, the angels and the spirit descend therein, so it links to the verb before it, because in translation you say it right before the pp, so it becomes descends therein, tanazzalu fiha. Now usually there is a direct link, but sometimes in Corpus it links back to like the second pp, so the link, which is muta'alliq here, it links back to an implied noun. Okay, so what does that mean? This is so confusing, right? So what this means is that Corpus is using an advanced way of linking. Okay, so for now, whenever you read Corpus and you find that, okay, what you just need to do is you find a better link. Okay, which in this case, this verb, which is linked to the first pp, okay, try to link it with the second pp. Okay, so if you link it to the second pp, so it goes back here, then that's the link. Okay, that's the link. So let's read it. Okay, so the angels and the spirit descend therein, and the angels and the spirit descend by the permission of their Lord, something like that. Okay, so it flows, right? So when it flows, it means you can link back to that verb itself. Now why do Corpus resort to this complicated linking? Okay, let's first cancel this link. Okay, so I'll use a blue. So we are cancelling this, because once you link to this, and then this implied noun is also linked to the verb, okay, it complicates things. Okay, you don't need this. Okay, now when we do things like, in the basic way possible, most basic way possible, and you don't need this. Why Corpus is doing this? It's because it's following one of the traditional ways of grammatical analysis when which is totally unnecessary. Okay, so whenever you see that, you do something like this. Okay, you link back to the verb before it. Okay, verb before it. Now let's look at another example. Okay, so here is from Surah Al-Fatiha. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. So Lillahi is a PP, right? So you have a PP here, and then it says that this PP is linked to an implied noun. See this thing, an implied noun. Now I'm going to explain to you how we did it. I think you would remember this. We said that any definite noun in the beginning, subject of nominal, right? And then you have a PP here, prepositional, object of preposition, and there is a follower elaboration here, and then this is a possessive. Now when we do that, what is missing is the predicate. So we say we imply that predicate is an is, right? So predicate of nominal. So it's complete, subject of nominal, predicate of nominal, and the meaning becomes praise is for Allah, the Lord of the universe. Now, but then Corpus is saying that the implied what is this? predicate of nominal is a noun, okay, whereas we say that it's an is. Okay, now this is not easy to explain, okay, but there's a way out here. I did some research, and I think the easier way, so I'm going to introduce you an easier way to do this. Okay, so if that works for you, you can take that way. If not, then you can just use the usual way that we do, which is the implied is the predicate of nominal. Okay, now here's the easy way. The easy way is this: you don't imply anything. Okay, so you don't imply anything, which means this is out. Okay, so there's no implied noun there. There's no implied noun there, and therefore you just stick to whatever you see. Okay, and what you see is alhamdu as the subject of nominal. Okay, and when you translate it, let's call this let's translate alhamd as praise or all praise, whatever. So praise, and then lillah means for Allah. Okay, so now translation wise, you have to add an is, right? Because why? Because this is a nominal structure, so you have to add an is if there is something missing there. So the nominal structure always has something like the second one, as in what comes after the subject of nominal is either a verb, a clear verb by itself, or if not, we usually imply an is. Now that implied is, okay, we don't really disturb it, we just say it because of reason, because of the reason we include is because of translation, not because of grammar. So if we don't include is for the reason of grammar, okay, so we don't really give is any function in terms of grammar. So what happens then is this, okay, this remains the PP for Allah. Okay, and then you don't link to an implied noun. What do you link to? You link to there's no verb, right? So you link to the noun, the rooted noun before it, which is alhamd. Straight away you link to that. But then you have to do something else. This is subject of nominal. There is no predicate of nominal. So what to do? What to do is you look at the meaning. The meaning is praise is for Allah. Segala puji bagi Allah. So segala puji becomes the subject, bagi Allah becomes the predicate in that case. Okay, so now this is the simplified way where you don't link the PP to an implied noun, okay, and you link the PP back to the subject of nominal. Okay, in this case you still have the subject of nominal, you still have the predicate of nominal, which is the PP itself, and the PP itself is also linked to the subject of nominal. So that is the easier way to do this. Okay, so if that works for you, you just use this way. Okay, if this is too confusing, then you go back to the usual way we do in class, where the implied is the predicate. And I think this simplified way would do wonders for some of you. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.